So many people that I talk to that are my age seem terrified for me that I retired. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm 58 and a half. I just retired in June 2024 with a little under $500,000. The people I've talked to are afraid of retiring themselves. They've talked to their financial advisors who assure them they have enough money. Their financial advisors tell them they're fine and they have nothing to worry about. But they can't help feeling that they should keep working as long as they can. It's crazy. I also get lots of comments on YouTube that are very similar. It is a leap of faith. It's stepping into the unknown, and the idea of radically changing your life is scary. It's scary even if all of your numbers are rock solid. Lots of people are worried, but why? I think there's several reasons. Some of the pre-retirement anxiety is just fear of the unknown. But part of the fear is because retirement feels like an acknowledgement that we're getting old. That's something people are afraid of. Some people think retirement is a surrender to old age, and most people are afraid of getting old. There's also a perception that retirement means sitting in recliners, watching TV, and doing nothing but rotting. Then there's a swift decline into nursing homes and death. Many people just haven't thought about what an enjoyable, active retirement might look like. Some people are afraid they'll be bored or lose their identity after retiring from their career. They worry about not having a purpose or feeling needed. You do need something meaningful to do. Retirees need a plan to not feel useless and isolated. You need something to retire to. I have a video about this that I'll link in the description in case you're interested. American culture values work and consumerism. These values are normalized. But after a lifetime of working and consuming, some people realize that working and buying things doesn't bring you happiness. People that realize this will often pursue retirement with excitement. They'll find their true happiness in their freedom. That's me. People that don't have this realization may not understand people that do. They may have great fear in letting go of work and they're keeping up with the Joneses lifestyle. If your entire identity is attached to your work, it can be difficult to redefine yourself. Some people retire and have no identity. Their only identity is being old. Many people get their self-worth from working. They need to feel like they're contributing to society. Some people think retirement is only for when you've contributed enough and can relax and enjoy what you've contributed. But there are ways to contribute when you're retired. Flipping that switch from being a contributing member of society to a consumer, for some people feels like stagnation and a step toward death. They feel guilty because they're healthy and not working full-time. I definitely do not feel like this, but I know there's lots of people who do. Other people are afraid of running out of money. You're not alone if you fear running out of money in retirement. It's pretty common. They're afraid of being poor in retirement. That's a legitimate fear if you haven't planned or saved enough. But some people just feel broke, even though they've worked, saved, invested, and are debt-free. Even though their financial advisors tell them they'll be fine, some people will just always worry about money. It's hard to give up the steady income that working provides. The mental transition from adding to your savings to withdrawing from it is challenging. That's something I'm working on right now. Some people are also worried because your assets are partly dependent on the stock market. That is a little scary, so some people just continue to work. It's that one more year syndrome. The best way to stop worrying about money is to keep planning and going over your finances. There are some wonderful online do-it-yourself retirement planning tools out there to help you. New Retirement is a great DIY retirement planning tool. They have a free version. That's what I use. It shows you your chance of success and the probability of not running out of money in retirement. You can also talk to a financial professional. Just make sure you go with a fee-only fiduciary advisor. And you can also talk to friends and family that you trust. Another big fear is the cost of health insurance. If you use COBRA or insurance through work, it can be pretty expensive. But there are alternatives. If you're able to keep your taxable income lower, you can qualify for subsidies with Affordable Care Act. Affordable Care Act works really well if you can limit your taxable income. That's really the key. If all of your savings are in traditional pre-tax accounts like 401ks and IRAs, then it might be tough. You need to keep your modified adjusted gross income low enough to qualify for subsidies. If you have enough after-tax savings, like Roths, brokerage accounts, or savings accounts, then you can qualify for a pretty significant subsidy. I'm including a health insurance marketplace calculator in the description below in case you're interested. It can give you an idea of what you might have to pay. You can also consider health share programs like Christian Health Ministries or Zion. I have videos about health insurance options for early retirees that I'll also link in the description below. Some pre-retirees actually end up needing medical help from all the stress from their pre-retirement worries. Stress does terrible things to our health and well-being. Others say that being anxious about retiring has kept them up at night. Some say that their personal lives and relationships have been affected. Of course, I was a little nervous about retiring, but for me, there were so many more reasons to retire than not to retire. For me, it was scarier to miss out on life for another 10 years than to retire early. You worry about it right up until the time you do it, and then you just make it work. I'm not stressed anymore. It's important to realize that nothing is permanent. If you retire and decide you're bored or you need more money, you can always find another job. Fear about retirement is normal. It's a major life milestone. A peaceful, stress-free retirement is what we deserve. The best approach is to accept it head-on. Plan, plan, plan. Plan for the unknown the best that you can. If you want to share how you feel about retirement, feel free to leave a comment. If you're retired, were you afraid before you did it? If you're not retired yet, do you have fears about it? If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in retiring early, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a quote. Remember, some of the best times of your life haven't even happened yet. Hope to see you again soon.